Let's finish the year strong. Hey ladies, I'm back and this is the Mamas in Control podcast. I'm Heather Chauvin and we have a few weeks left of 2021. It's go time. So every single day you're going to hear a podcast from me. This podcast are tips, tricks, strategies, clips from inside of our mastery and our mastery business coaching experience. We talk about parenting. We talk about emotional health. We talk about managing our energy and our time. But more importantly, this is about how we show up in the world. We all know who we want to become. We know what we don't want in our lives. Therefore, we know what we do want in our lives. And sometimes figuring that out, that's where the magic happens. When we know how to master our fear, master our guilt, master our resistance, and not push through it. This is not about burnout. It's not about hustling. This is about showing up, shifting our identity and showing up in a way that feels aligned and alive with the life that we want to be living. Whether it's at home or in your career, you could work in corporate, you could be a business owner, whoever you are in the world, you are ready to make a bigger impact. You are ready to feel alive. So if you are somebody who's been following me for a while and waiting until we open the doors to our coaching programs, now is the time. We are doing our interviews for 2022 start dates. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/mastery. Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/mastery. And if you are interested in our mastery business coaching experience, this is for women, professional women who are either trying to leave corporate and want to market their skills. You are a badass and you know you're good at it, but you just have no idea how to do marketing or sales. Check out our mastery business experience. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/business. And maybe you have no desire to start a business, or maybe you don't own a business and you are just incredibly overwhelmed and you have no idea where to start. And the thought of entering a longer term program, whether it's 8 months with a big investment, feels really overwhelming to you. That's why this year we decided to open the doors for the first time ever publicly for our Mastery Jumpstart experience. This is a 2-month container of space helping you start to get the engine going, creating that momentum for you. So you get everything that we give our students inside of our mastery experience. You get a mentor, you get access to me, you get the modules, you get the live calls. And it's only 2 months, which means it's a fraction of the investment as well. So if you've been hanging out a while and you've been wanting to work with me, but you're like, holy crap, how am I going to make this happen? Now is the time. But here's the trick. The doors do close at the end of December, and we will not be opening them again for Mastery Jumpstart until the spring. So now is the time to join us and book that call. So head on over to Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/mastery. You have one life and so many opportunities to change the trajectory of how you feel and what your future looks like. Now is the time to take that action. heatherchauvin.com/mastery. Do not pass up this opportunity. Once the doors are closed, they will be closed until the spring. All right, let's dive into today's podcast. Space, they can't create the time. It could literally be 10 minutes in the morning. You could stay in the car after you are running home, like literally stay in the car, pull over in a parking lot and create space for yourself. And then text somebody and say, I'm stuck in traffic. Like you can always create space for yourself if it's important and a priority to you. My point is we are our own worst enemies. We are the ones that get in the way of our joy. We are the ones that get in the way of everything that we want and desire. And you've heard me say this again and again, the $1 Million Minute.
if every 60 seconds of your life is worth $1 million, are you satisfied with the investment? And I have walked up from so many tables, stood up and walked out from so many tables in the last, especially month, where I'm like, I'm done having this conversation. Most have been with my mother, and she's very grateful for it because I'm in my little bubble and there's no one else to talk to at my house. But my point is, I'm like, are you okay talking about this? Like, what brings you joy? Who do you want to be? Focusing our energy and attention on our dreams, focusing our energy and attention on who we want to be and how we want to feel. And I even have these conversations with colleagues who have invested thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on coaching programs, tools, strategies, certifications, you name it, flying around the world. And they're like, in it. And I'm like, you just wasted $20 million, 20 minutes of your time complaining about how you don't have time. And then I hang up and then I stop texting. This is how we need to show up, not only for ourselves, but everyone else. So this morning when I woke up, got my ass out of bed, did not hit snooze, did not want to get up, but did it anyways, because I knew that in order to create change, I need to change. So this is what poured out of me. It says, remember, there is a seed buried deep within. It was planted a long time ago. Since then, you've encountered many seasons of rain, wind, sun, heat. The seed never left. Some days it's difficult to know it's even there, and other days it won't stop demanding your attention. This is the duality of life, where your attention flows, your energy goes, or vice versa. Where are you? I've been here all along waiting patiently for you to listen and invest in me. I've tried to send you signs, but you don't listen. The closer you get to me, the more scared you become. Why? Isn't this why we are here? Am I not what you've been searching for? Don't push me away. I'm here to help, not hurt you. This can be easy. You are already free. Let go. Let go just for a moment, long enough so you can witness what's inside of us. Am I a flower? Am I a vegetable? I don't know. All I know is I am a seed and I want to grow. Please, I'm begging you, nurture me. All right. You are a seed. There's something inside of you craving your energy and attention. And where you focus mentally on your mind, the stories you tell yourself, and physically by having boundaries and taking action, micro action that can take 5 minutes, it will grow eventually. And the path to that is patience. The path to that is perseverance and consistency. And then you get to the other side where you start seeing momentum, and you have to come to terms with this fact. If you do not nurture something, it dies.
Hi there, my name's Sherilyn. I'm a lawyer and the mother of 2 boys. I first heard about Heather and her story from On Boys podcast and quickly started listening to Heather's podcast and realized that I wanted to learn more and more about what she was teaching. I joined Mastery Business because I knew I needed to do something, and I knew that the thing I needed to do was figure out how to get unstuck, and that Heather could help me do that. The main thing that has changed for me since I began Mastery Business a couple of months ago is that when things look difficult and I think that a change might be impossible, I just say to myself, how can I? How can I? How can I? Heather's program doesn't tell you what to do. Heather's program makes you get out of your own way and stop making excuses, and it holds you accountable for actually doing that. So you actually have to take action. Heather, thank you so much for telling your story, writing your book, having your podcast, and creating this community. It is really making a difference in so many lives.
That's it. And I wanted to thank you for listening today because I truly believe you are exactly where you need to be. And now I have a favor to ask. In exchange for the value you've gained from this free podcast, I'd be forever grateful if you would leave us a review on iTunes. Share the show with at least one woman in your life who you feel would benefit, and or take a screenshot and share it on social media. And always feel free to tag me at Heather Chauvin. The world does not benefit from your guilt and fatigue. The world needs more women who are willing to unlearn everything they've been taught. Women who are courageous enough to feel good and not let guilt run the show. I believe you are that courageous woman. To see if my community and coaching is the right fit for you and your big vision, the relationships you desire, the money, time, energy that you know deep down you are capable of creating, then head on over to heatherchauvin.com/work with me. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/work with me, and take the next step in the right direction. Taking a stand for how you feel means you are taking a stand for how your children show up as adults. And if you have a personal question or topic you'd like me to answer on the podcast, text me 313-710-5199. 313-710-5199. You are so worthy of feeling good. Now go do some scary shit.